Alright, come on, man.
This is an angle I'm not used to. There's some good looking brambles here. There she is. What a beast. We're in the hot seat here. Morning, Holly.
There we are, we coming.
Good morning, just about to give the cows some straw. This bale has seen better days. We've got the net off the bale and it's not fallen to pieces yet. I'm surprised I've got as much as I did in the feeder. So I've got cattle to shift. Dad's just heading along the road right now with not a flatbed, that'd be no use for cattle, would it? After Williams trailer, the livestock trailer for 3 of these beasts. So 3 of these are away to the abattoir. Get them back in a week or so for the butchery. Straight off the bat, I think there's a red one at the back there, and there's definitely a couple of black ones in here that are good size. There's a Charlie in the middle. We're actually needing to go to the market and buy some more because a lot of these are reaching weight, and give it 2 months, a lot of these will be too big. So we'll need to put some of these away to ABP, which will end up in Asda. We won't be able to process all of these in our own butchery. So we need to go and get some younger ones coming through as well. Dad's arrived with a trailer here. I'll just shut this gate. This is all kind of locked in this yard, so if you make a meal of loading a cattle beast, they don't get out. They just come to a gate, turn around and come back. Go on in, come on in. Come on in. 25, 30 and we'll get them easy enough. Go on in. Here we go, I'm just getting the numbers. Yeah, 25, 30 and then it's the one at the back. 28. Needing, oh there you go, linchpin. Job done, loaded up. Dad's going to take them away. We're going to go combining, get the combine fired up. Kev's going to go baling, clear up all the straw that's lying about. There's not too much, and it dried a lot yesterday because it was windy. This shed's now full of straw. Kev filled that the other day. Needing straw up at yard. Oh, I forgot to mention that to Dad. Dad, we need straw at yard 2. Can you hear the grain dryer? Here's the burners. They're drawing in air, heating up air, throwing it through the grain in that dryer, which pulls out the moisture that's in the crop. Anyway, combine needs refueled. Fingers crossed for a big day combining. We're going to start at about 10:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah, 10:30, 9 o'clock, that sounds like a really good time to start. We'll just charge on, see where we get to. Dump this dry load in here quickly, then head off to the combine. Starting to fill up now. We need to get the grain pusher going, get it stacked right up. Empty trailer now. This one is the last load that I did last night. I didn't tip it, just so we can clear the pit and tip it straight onto the pit rather than just shifting it with a forklift after. Hopefully I don't bury the bucket here. All good? Okay, we've got a wee block here left to cut. There's only maybe 8 or 9 acres left here. And then we're shifting away up to the top of the hill. This barley is so short. Look how low the reel is. The reel's that red spinning thing. It's just giving the crop a helping hand falling into the header. Because the crop's so short, the reel's right down, almost as low as it can go. You know what, I'm not actually sure on the answer to this question. Does the reel spin fractionally faster than the direction of travel speed? Purely just relative linear speed of the combine versus the bottom of the reel as it's passing by the header. Is it going slightly faster than the ground is passing by? It must be. Every day's a learning day. The dog's staring at the hair over there. And hardly any straw coming out the back of that. She's totally fired up. There's Kev away with the baler now. Won't take him too long to finish that bit. And there's quite a bit in here to bale. Although there's not a lot of straw. On a normal year, yes, it would take a while to bale this field, but it's probably half the straw that there usually is. Stay, dog. That field's wiped out. Grab the Land Rover, go and shift the header. There she is. What a beast. The trolley's buried in here. There it is. Right, we're off. We've got a trolley. Combine's just over there. chuck the header on, then we're going to a field right away up the top there. I love towing the header with the Defender. Another easy shift for the Defender and we're off. Just going to get charging with this field. We might even get it all done today. Fingers crossed. Looks the business, doesn't it? Oh yeah. Here comes the chaff. I'm just trying to get around this corner. It's a bit tight and the Defender turns like a boat. You can get about 90 degrees with a trolley in the Defender. Just getting kicked around this corner. Better get moving actually. On a sixpence. Oh, turn it the right way. That would help. There's my tractor waiting for me. Dump this. Where will I dump this? Handbrake turn. Worst handbrake turn you've ever seen. Fenders come in handy again. It's just so much quicker, so you don't need to take a trailer off a tractor, go up, get the reel, come back, take it off again, put the trailer back on again. We've made it. See, if I was in a tractor and I had to take the trailer off, come up, get the reel, move it, shift it, do this, do that, then put the trailer back on, I wouldn't have made it. Defender just that wee bit quicker. Literally quite perfect timing. Come around the corner and he's cutting me a wee groove to drive into. I'll just slot in here. This is how we cut the end rigs, or the first width round the end rig anyway. Cracking. It's coming in at about 16.5, 17 at the moment. That's quite cool, as it's filling up, the whole pile's sliding across the trailer floor. There's some good looking brambles here. Oh yeah, perfect. Whoa. I just made it back to the field just in time for Dunk to get me before it was overflowing at the top, and then I stalled the flipping thing and spilled barley. Dunk managed to just turn it off in time, so it was only a wee dribble. Whoops. We're in the hot seat here. Dunk's left me to it. Have a bit of a play. I've probably driven a combine now for a total of 30 minutes, so this will bump up my combine time. First time I've driven this one, new last season, I didn't drive it last season. Dunk's driving the trailer, so he's only a phone call away. If something goes cattywampus, it's got GPS on it up there, so I'll set my beeline at the other side, and then I don't need to worry about the steering. First mistake, I went back on that edge for a little bit and realised I'm not going to be able to empty the hopper. Nice one. Luckily I realised a few metres in. I think I started off going a wee bit too fast, because you can see in the tank it was quite a hairy sample, as in the awns weren't getting threshed very well, and there was a lot of awns still in the barley, so I've eased off a bit and there's still a lot of awns in it. There goes Dunk. He wouldn't have done a load off the combine for donkeys. He's driven the combine for 32 years or something. Dunk usually runs the show, but I may as well get a few hours in here and there, just if we need me to drive it in a pinch at some point, then I can. Seems to be going alright. Yeah, it's definitely not right. Look at all those awns in there. Here's where I came the wrong way. Anyway. All fixed. So Dunk's been, and he thinks the concave there, that 10mm, it wasn't reading right. It was up at 14mm, and it was causing a lot of awns in the sample, which you can see there, loads of awns. We fiddled about with it, the concave gap between, it's the concave gap between that middle drum and the plate below. So that concave gap is now 10mm, so it should be better now. Dunk's saying when you fire the machine up, and the concave opens all the way full, all the way shut, and then goes to where your preset position is. And that 10mm, it went to 14mm instead. Right, nothing's changed. I think I've broken it. Don't know whether it's just not that right. Apart from that, so far, fingers crossed, it's going smoothly. Conclusion, it's just not that right. The grain dryer will sort that out. It'll dry it out, those bits will go brittle, and as it's moving it'll break up, and then the airflow through it on the way out and the way in will take those bits of awns, the hairy bits, off of the grain. There's some stats for you. So we've done, of this field, 8 hectares. We're coming in at roughly 9 and a bit tonnes per hectare. Combine's making it 17.3, that's a bit high, it'll be about 16.5. Combine reads it a bit high. 50% full in the hopper, which is there, if it'll focus, there you go. Rotation of the drum, concave gap, camera at the back. That's the header position there, so it's got sensors on the bottom of it, which senses the height off of the ground, so it contours the ground as the ground changes. Keeps the header height level with the ground, so it's leave a consistent stubble, and if the crop's a consistent height, which it is, it's cutting the same amount of the crop through it all. That wee icon means the GPS is on, which it is. Not steering, it's steering itself. It's still quite hairy, you can see it, but it's gotten a wee bit better. This is an angle I'm not used to, a job I'm not used to anyway. Change of scene, it's quite nice. It is venturing up to 10, 11 tonne a hectare in places. I'm explaining a few things on it because I know a few things. I can't explain everything because I don't know everything about it. So it's a bit of a learning curve. You don't want things to go wrong, but there is silver linings to when things go wrong, because you learn more about something. You learn the most about something when you have to take it apart and figure out how it works to be able to fix it. So we're on the learning curve right now. Well, you never get off the learning curve, but I'm on the steep bit right now. And it's quite nice. I've got a radio, listening to it, a football, happy days. Only issue is, Duncan phoned and said, you want to go, are you jumping in? I said, right, okay. I've not got any lunch. Neighbours are out with a big old self-propelled Fendt. Have they stopped producing them? Is that the ones they stopped? Fendt either stopped producing trailed or self-propelled, one of the two, I can't remember. The driving bit is a doddle. The actual combining, a doddle. It's when something goes wrong, the troubleshooting. That's what the years of experience Dunk's got that I don't have any of. We'll get it eventually. That's what I'm meaning about the triple extended boom. See, we're not running on the straw at all, so we're not holding in the moisture, we're not compacting it. That's why we got an extended boom. We're down to 16.4 on here, which will be 15.5 maybe. High 15s anyway. Happy days, we're almost finished this field. There's a wee corner in here, a bit of a point, so it's all getting chopped. I need to move to chop the straw on this rather than put it out and about like that. This is the corner I'm going to chop. I'll finish this spout and then go in here somewhere. I think it might be in there. In there. There we go. I'll click that. It'll shift position. Good to go. Fire back into action. And now, out the back here, it will be chopping straw. There you go. This will probably be the last load. You can see in the distance where Kev's been baling. See all those bales? Well, not that many bales, it's really thin. Anyway, happy days. Speaking of, Kev's just arrived in this field. Job done, field complete. I'm not sure what we're doing next. Just hoover up a couple of my misses. No one will ever know I did that. It is so smooth. Just because the tracks, they don't care if there's a bump. Because it's got a wide surface area, if they go over a hollow, it doesn't matter, they just glide over the top. It's lovely. Oh. I wish every single agriculture vehicle felt like this. Done. I gave it back to Dunk. Put it on the trolley, I'll drop it into the flipping hedge or something. Quick field swap, grabbed the main machine. It's looking damn shiny. We're going to nip along the road, what's the time now? I don't know, 6:30 or so. Nip along the road, cut. We've got a road to cut to get to another field. So we'll cut a bit of wheat, we'll do one load, and that'll get us to another field of barley that we're going to cut first thing in the morning, and that'll be all the barley done. Then we're on to wheat. Right, we're yoked up, we're on the move that way to yard number 3.
Alright, come on, man. Some day for it.
Right, getting a lift back from Cam, who drove a tractor for us a couple of years ago. Spilled grain everywhere.
Professional.
Grain everywhere. Anyway, getting a lift back, pick up a trailer, go and get one full load of wheat, and that's the road cut into the barley we're going to cut in the morning. Cheers, taxi. Back in this machine, go and pick up some wheat. That'll be the first wee bit of wheat we've cut this year. Wheat. Someone was giving me drip for the way I say wheat. Wheat. What's wrong with that? Here's our road cut. So there's a gate where the combine is right now into a field of barley, which is just over the top there. There is a separate road up to the barley, but it's a narrowy road. It's not really built for big tractors, trailers, combine. There we go, got some wheat in the tank now. Cracking day, loads done, belter. Can't beat it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've not already, please subscribe. We're shooting for 10,000 to beat an Englishman. So please subscribe. Down there, click the subscribe button. I'll give you a second. Okay, bye.